Hi ladies, it is Thursday and I wanted to pop a video in here really quick. So yesterday I just wanted to share a couple of things with you and sort of this is me. I'm not up in the morning, I'm not ready. I have my little one with me. The day that I had yesterday was a really tough day and so thank you. And so I wanted to just share and hopefully provide some encouragement for you as the rest of the 21 days goes on, and then hopefully after that, because you know that this doesn't happen in just 21 days. For most people, we don't use get healthy in 21 days and then we're done. You might lose the weight that you're looking to, or shed the inches that you were looking for, but being healthy and staying healthy is a lifelong change. It's a commitment. It's something that you choose to do every single day. And that is something that, my friend taught me. And I hope I can get through this without getting teary. But, so some of you started with me when I first started doing the 21-day fixed groups and sharing Beachbody with people, and mainly with, a lot of moms and, women, because those are the two groups that I personally relate to. And, that's the reason why I started. I found myself in a position where I just felt horrible and I didn't feel comfortable in my own skin and I just wasn't healthy. And so, that's why I wanted to get into it. So my friend that got me into this, Jessie Sufferling, some of you got to interact with her in some of the groups that we started at the very beginning. She was a friend of mine and I had known her for years, kind of lost touch with her, and then she reconnected with me through Beachbody, and she said, I know you've always been into, some kind of aspect of health, Danielle, so why don't you give this a try? And I did, and because the timing for me was, I was ripe. I was ready to go. So, so she passed away yesterday. She had fought a battle with cancer, and we thought that after going through breast cancer, that she would have been okay, and she was actually at that point getting pre-op work done, and things took a turn for the worse, and the cancer had metastasized. So I joined this with her actually a year ago this month, which is kind of crazy timing. A year ago this month is when I joined her, and about 8 months ago is when we decided that we wanted to make this into something that was much bigger than just us as moms, and we wanted to share it, and we wanted to share it in a big way. And so as I, reflected yesterday when her husband called me and said, that Jessie had passed yesterday morning, I sat all day and I was running around doing so many things that were so related to her and the business that we built, that we were trying to build. And so I thought, gosh, this is one person who, I want to get through this without getting upset, guys. This is one person who, certainly impacted me and many other people in, her circle and her community and things like that, because I know that a lot of you guys are not local here. But in turn, I have taken what she taught me and shared it with you, and then shared it with Heather, and Heather is sharing it with, all of you beautiful ladies. And as I look at this group today, as I woke up, because yesterday was very difficult for me to do anything in my groups online, and I apologize for that. But, as I was sitting here this morning and I was looking at all of the things that you guys have put in here, and, you're going out and you're being strong, and you have your good days and you have your bad days, and the support that you guys are giving each other in some cases where you don't even know each other, you don't even know this person, and you're giving them a virtual high five and you're supporting them. And that is amazing to me. That's what I feel like social media is good for, because there's so many things that people see that social media is not good for. And I just am so glad and so proud of each and every one of you that are going out and taking an investment in yourself, maybe sharing it with a friend, wanting them to get on board. I know for Heather and I, as we've talked about it, yes, this is a business for us. We make money when, you buy products from us. That's plain and simple. But what goes way before that is just looking at somebody who is struggling with something, and, we can help them with that. I have people in here that had never bought one thing from me. And I said, sure, come in, come into this group and let me help you. Give me referrals. Because it's still a business, right? And I'm still trying to put, things together for my family and things like that. That's reality. That's the world that we live in. But the truth, in the core of all of this is that it's about helping people, and it's about helping you get to, the goals that you set forth. And so I just want to say, from the bottom of my heart, having, a friend of mine get me into this and really change things for me personally. That it's about you. It's about the person, and it's about your successes and your accomplishments, and the fact that you can do anything that you set your mind to. Okay, you really can. For me, personally, I put that also in God's hands, and I say, Lord, help me with all of this, because I can't do it by myself. And so, I share that with you. And today, what I was going to be putting down was, hey guys, for our contest, let's go ahead and share something about, if you're a Shakeology drinker, an ingredient. Look it up, because a lot of people think that Shakeology is a protein shake or a diet shake or an appetite suppressant, and it's not. If you do the research on it, it's simply like this super multivitamin, kind of on steroids, because of how many nutrients are in the drink. And I was wanting you to, find something out about it. Just turn your bag over and look at something and say, what is that? Google it. It takes 2 seconds. What is ashwagandha? What is reishi mushrooms? What is, quinoa, which some of you actually do eat. But what is it, and why is it good to have? There's so many things in that one drink that you have every day that you probably have never even thought of. And the thing that I want you to think about is that as you go through this, eating healthy and eating whole foods is what this is about, but it's to fuel your body properly. And one thing that Jessie, my dear friend who passed away yesterday, she was so knowledgeable about all of these things. She had been into it for many years. And I remember the first time she was, kind of sharing all these ingredients, and I was like, what are you talking about? Ashwa, what? Like, literally. And I put a post up the other day that made me laugh, because I didn't know what the heck she was talking about. And I started doing my own research and looking at everything and seeing what a difference that some of these ingredients actually makes. In some third world countries, for example, the moringa tree, which is what I highlighted a few weeks ago on my own personal page, was... the seeds are actually used to help with malnutrition in Africa and India and some of these other places that, they don't have, maybe, and then we're talking remote areas, that they don't have the pharmaceuticals that we have in our country. And so, it makes you think, what else is in here? So I really want you to take what you're doing seriously, which I think a lot of you are, because that's what I see when you post. I know some of you are kind of shyer and you're sort of like doing the stalking a little bit, and I get that. But you know what? Change happens outside of your comfort zone. And again, I hear my friend saying this in my head today, like loud and clear. She pushed me a lot. She pushed me, and she was very straightforward. She never sugarcoated anything. She would say, get your together. Go do it. And so I want to share that with you, because it impacted me. It's changed my life. I now do something every day that I never would have done had it not been for a simple conversation. So I want you to take the bull by the horns. I want you to go, and if you are a Shakeology drinker, I want you to go look up an ingredient, and I want you to post about it. I want you to post about it in our group. I want you to say, I found what moringa is good for, and here's what it's good for. You need to be educated. Many times we take things just because somebody suggested it, and we don't even know what it's for. I was talking to Patrice, if you look at this, and messaging, and we were talking about taking magnesium, and I was like, is that for recovery? And she's like, oh, I don't know, I think so, I don't know. Because we're told things, and like many of us, my little one, we just do it because we think, somebody that we know that knows something about this,
you're doing a little talk,
knows what they're talking about. And I did the same thing. I just started drinking stuff. I started taking stuff, and I didn't know what the heck it was. And so I've gotten educated, and that's a key to, I think, your sustained success. Because the more educated you are, the healthier you'll be, the more likely you'll be bought into whatever you're doing, and it will last and it will stick. And that's what this group is all about. It's about making changes and sticking to them and make it a lifelong change. So I know this video is a little bit longer, but get outside of your comfort zone, go rock your day today, and go find out about something that's in Shakeology, an ingredient, and post about it so that for others, for example, that are not drinking it, maybe you get a little bit more educated on what it is. The simplest way that I can describe it to you is it is basically the best food that you will eat in your daytime. Even if you're eating whole organic foods, you just won't get the amount of nutrients that this one shake a day will give you. It is not a protein shake. It is not a diet shake. It's not something that once you go off it, you balloon back up again. So if you are not eating the whole foods and doing the exercise, it doesn't matter. I mean, you could drink a shake a day, and some people lose weight just on that, but that will not continue. That will not continue. That's not what this is designed to do. So I believe in it. I drink it every day. I give it to my kids. I don't want this to sound like, an infomercial. I just want you to be educated. Maybe you start to take a supplement that has one of these ingredients, if that's something that you choose to do. But the idea is that I want you to be educated. My friend educated me. She was very, very passionate about it. And I've become, the same way. I've become very passionate. I just want to share it with, all the ladies I come in contact with, all the moms. That's like my wheelhouse. That's the people that I connect with the best. Not that I don't want to connect with your husbands and stuff like that, but it's just not, I don't relate to what the guys go and do every day. So I relate to what the mamas do. And I relate to, taking care of my family. And then you take it home, and then you go take care of your families. You go take care of your kiddos and your men and all that good stuff. So I love you guys all. I'm so super proud of all the support that I'm seeing in here. And I'm sorry that this is long. I'm a little bit emotional, but this is the real deal. So good luck.